Loved ones of 19-year-old Penn State student Timothy Piazza are finally getting some closure following his hazing death. The two guys blamed for his death, Brendan Young and Daniel Casey, were president and vice president of the fraternity Piazza was pledging. They will spend 2 to 4 months in prison after staging an alcohol-infused obstacle course that led to the sophomore's death. Joining me now, I actually have Timothy Piazza's parents, Jim and Evelynn. Jim and Evelynn, thank you both for joining me in what has to be an extremely emotional week. I'm so sorry for your loss. How are you holding up?
Thank you.
You know, it's sadly, it's just another day. We live it every single day. So at least the criminal part of the life is closed for the moment.
Right. Yep.
Dad, how are you feeling?
Yeah, the same. I mean, we think about it every day. We deal with it every day in so many different ways. But it's that we won't have to go back to Center County Court, hopefully ever again.
Yeah. 2 to 4 months behind bars, followed by 3 years probation and community service. When that sentence was read out loud, how did that land with you?
So it's complicated. That sentence we thought was fair given the remaining charges that were outstanding. We thought the judge did a reasonable, well thought out job in deciding what the sentence would be. The problem is that the 5 prior judges that were involved dismissed most of the more serious charges. Even in the judge's summary of why he sentenced them the way they did, he did it because he said they failed even the most basic level of leadership, and that he had given much more serious sentencing for much less crimes but he wasn't allowed to do that because of the charges that were remaining.
Yeah. Evelynn, let me just ask you, I know this must be an impossible question, but do you forgive these 2 boys? Men now?
I never thought that I would be this person, but I am no longer able to forgive. I have seen too much. I have seen the video. I am too educated now in the ways of hazing, and I know that hazing is always done with the intent to cause harm in some way, and they knew what they were doing would cause harm, and when they did cause harm, they did nothing to help my son. All of them, all of the attendees there that day, all of the fraternity brothers, all of the sorority that was attending the social party, I'm not able to forgive anymore.
And they had so many opportunities to right their wrong. Instead, they covered it and they prevented other people from getting Tim the help that he needed. And had he gotten it, he would have survived, according to the doctor. So it's hard to forgive.
Well, so many parents across the country who have college kids, this is their worst nightmare, and they are sick for you. This has been a 7-year process. Do you feel like Timothy's case has changed college campuses? Do you think schools and Greek life are any safer after his death?
There's a much greater awareness of hazing, and for whatever, this is happening quite a bit. There's a number of other parents that are dealing with what we're dealing with. Tim's situation just caught media attention because, I guess, of the egregious activities and the fact that it was at Penn State and it's on video. So there is an awareness that's been created, and I believe changes are happening. Not quick enough for us, but changes are happening.
Well, Jim and Evelynn Piazza, I've been thinking of you this week. Thank you for taking the time to come on. I know it must never get easier to talk about your son and Timothy. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.